Why I included statistics as a specialty is its own curious story. About 5 years ago, a nonprofit organization called STATS joined George Mason. George Mason became its affiliate. And at that time, the dean at the school wanted a scientific person to become their director of research. So they asked me if I'd be interested in doing this. Up until that point, statistics had not been something of particular interest to me, although I thought it was interesting. It wasn't something that I did a lot of work in. It's not in my research field at all. So I became interested in this. I started talking with them about what they do, and I got very excited about it. What they do is they talk to journalists, they talk to media people, they talk to anyone from a blogger to a freelancer to an editor about how we frame questions about science, especially questions about our health, using statistics and mathematics, and how frequently this is misunderstood in the press and how frequently it's misrepresented to people, and how great an impact that had. And I felt that this was a place that there was a huge need for somebody who was not necessarily saying deep things about statistics, but saying things that people in my field are very comfortable with. It's sort of common knowledge, but really isn't common knowledge in the public about how to understand what we read in the newspaper, what we absorb from television, from the internet. And so I really felt that this was a neat thing to do. At the time, I thought I would try it for a couple of years, but now I've been there for quite some time, and it's a lot of fun because it's something outside of the typical university life. It's a lot more, you're out and about, you're meeting people, you're talking to a lot of people who are ideologically motivated, which is very different from the academic world, and you're broadening your world somehow. So I really enjoy it for that reason, but I also think I make an impact. I like talking to people about it, and people like hearing about it. So I give a lot of public lectures about it, and that's very different from mathematics, where you're speaking to a small group of experts, and maybe the math is deeper, but your impact on the world is very different.